either way, you can be like, hey, I know that girl and she's awesome.
Yeah, she's awesome. And I'm gonna do part two speed round with you right now before I let you go. You're a busy woman and you got a lot of shit to do. So I'm gonna say speed round part two with Britt and Hart. Number one question, here it is. What was your post weigh-in meal on Thursday night?
Oh, this one is good. This is a good one. So I went crazy over it, but it was at Harry's. We ate at Harry's 4 nights in a row. So we really love
Oh.
that place. So big shout out to Harry's Seafood or whatever it's called. But I had a
You were there four
Louisiana.
times.
Yeah,
You
I
know?
know. All I got was Harry's. That's all I
Okay,
could
that's
get.
all that matters. Yeah.
Harry's Seafood and Grill, I think. But I had a Louisiana pot pie for my post weigh-in meal, and it was awesome. It had like shrimp, crawfish in it,
Wow.
potatoes, like a creamy sauce, and then a cornbread pie crust.
Wow. That sounds amazing.
Yeah, that was
That was
amazing.
right in. That was in Lakeland.
Yeah, it was like right across the
Harry's in
street.
Lakeland. Okay. So you want to before I go to the next question, just a quick fun fact. My dad is from Lakeland,
Oh,
and
cool.
he graduated in the arena that the fights were at.
Oh, no way.
He,
That is really neat.
yeah, he couldn't
That's a
believe
cool
it.
fun fact.
Right. I told him I was going to the RP Funding Center at the Jenkins Arena, and he was like, "In Lakeland, Florida?" And I said, "Yeah." He goes, "That's where I graduated high school." I'm like, "What?" That's fucking crazy. Yeah. All right. Number two. You had told me in the past episode that you were an adrenaline junkie. What is the craziest thing you've ever done for an adrenaline rush other than a bare knuckle fight?
Right. So that is very accurate, as you guys can see, because I was adrenaline dumping hard at the end of that fight. But so the craziest thing I've ever did, it was actually in Florida too. It was in Spring Hill, and there's all these like kayaking routes. Well, there's this one like it's normally shallow water, but there's this one little pool of water that's 8 feet deep, and there's this tall, tall tree with like nailed two little wooden posts, and you climb up these wooden posts to the top of the tree, and they have like the teeniest, tiniest ledge at the very top, and you have to jump from that ledge into this one small swimming hole without dying. And
Yeah.
there's
Without
this
blowing your legs
lady.
out.
Yeah, so on the way up, so I'm climbing up to get on this teeny tiny ledge to drop into this teeny tiny pool. And as I'm up, one of the wooden planks
Oh
comes off
boy.
of the tree. Like the nail, it comes unhinged. And I'm like, whoosh. Like I had to grab back on the tree and I was like, oh my God, I'm going to die. Like I looked down and I was like, it's too
Was the
dangerous to go down, you
yeah was the
know?
tree swaying
It
like?
was. It was like a skinny tree. Yeah. So I was like, I looked down. I was like, man, it's probably safer if I go up and jump off at this point. If I go to climb down, I'll probably get hurt. So I had to climb up the tree to that little ledge and jump. I mean, it was like honestly, it was like a. I mean, it was like a 50-foot jump. It was really, really high. So I made it and it felt great. And I was like, afterwards, when I realized I didn't die and I made it, I was like, yeah, let's do it again.
Dude, I am like while you're describing that, I'm picturing like a Bugs Bunny cartoon where they climb the huge ladder and then jump in like a glass of water.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's exactly, picture that. That's exactly what it was.
That's great. All right, number three. What is your dream opponent?
Okay,
It
so
doesn't have to be in the BKFC right now. Anyone, dream opponent.
I know. So it's kind of crazy that you asked that because it has always been my dream opponent. And I always felt like Heather Hardy was someone I kind of looked up to as far as like a girl boxer, and her story and kind of what she, how her personality is a little different. And I always thought I could beat Heather Hardy in boxing. Like I always was like, I really think I could beat her. As hard, she's tough. Like she's a tough girl, and I know I've heard that she hits really hard. I've always wanted to go meet her and spar with her up at Gleason's. Um, and even someone even called us like doppelgangers one time that would kind of maybe look similar and some similar things. But she would probably be my dream opponent. I think I heard that maybe one day she would come to BKFC. But I think that Heather Hardy is one of the best, and I think that I could beat Heather Hardy.
That would be awesome. I met her at at a Bellator event up at Mohegan Sun. She's very nice. Got a picture with her and everything. Very cool
Yeah.
person. That would be a great fight. Number four. What is your favorite Disney movie of all time?
Uh, Probably Frozen, as stupid as that sounds, but I do really like the Frozen movie.
Well, you have a daughter, and you probably watched it 80 times. So
Yeah, I did. And it never gets old. So movies that never get old are kind of like, dang. I can watch it every day and be like, still get into it a little bit.
what's a reality show that you'd like to be on?
Ooh, this is so great. So we're actually working on it right now. So spoiler alert, I've always wanted to be on Naked and Afraid.
No
So
way.
yeah, and I've tried. I try to apply for it because I swear to God I would make it. Like I would survive. And anytime like there's been a situation in my life that was hard, I always go back and say, "Huh, if I was on Naked and Afraid, I bet you I could do it." So I just suck it up. So Naked and Afraid has actually already helped me so much in my 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 life. But I'm hopefully gonna reach out to them. And how cool would that be to be like, bare knuckle fighter? She can survive Marilyn
Survivalist.
Manson. She can survive the ring, but can she survive the jungle?
Yeah, and you can also be like Paige Van Zandt. You can be naked all you want on Instagram. How about you go out in a fucking jungle?
Yeah, exactly. And see, I can be naked and survive drinking water and like being in like the craziest situations ever and survive. But can you? Nope. You just get naked. And I heard she started her OnlyFans page. So I heard that she just started
Do you
OnlyFans like
feel
right
like you
after
may
our fight.
be sort of responsible for that?
I
Do
think
you-
so. I guess I put her into retirement. She has to make money
oh
somehow.
my God. All right. You guys are going to end up fighting again for those words right there. I
Yeah.
look forward to it. Okay, Prince or Michael Jackson?
Definitely Michael Jackson, 100%. I feel like my dance moves are kind of like his.
Spit and image, virtually identical, as Mike Goldberg would say.
Thank you. I think that too. I've always said that.
What would you do if you were invisible for a day?
Mm, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. You know what? I would probably Robin Hood it. And, I don't know. It sounds bad though, but I would probably get like a bunch of money and give it to people who really needed it, who are really struggling, like people that needed like to go get cancer heart transplants or something like that. But I would probably use it to you know, go take money that I shouldn't probably take. But that's the reason why I would do it.
You're only human. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the answer that everybody would say. Or all the perverts would hang out in like a woman's locker room or something like
Yeah. I wouldn't do that.
that. All right, now this question, I was trying to come up with 3 more questions at the end of the day, and I couldn't come up with any. So my son, my 9-year-old, says, "What's the favorite book you ever read?"
Yeah, these are good questions. I'm actually the Hunger Games. So I read the Hunger Games and I really enjoyed reading them. The movies were really good too, but the books were way, like they said, the book is always way better. The book was awesome. So it kind of really complemented the movie when you were watching it because you could already kind of see from the book being so much more in detail. But anyways, I read the Hunger Games and loved it.
I actually watched the movies. I didn't read the books, but watched the movies. They're cool. I watched them on my last deployment. Um, if you were going to make a movie about yourself, this came from my wife. If you were going to make a movie about yourself, what actor would you want playing the love interest?
Oh, like what actor do I get to fall in love with?
Yeah. Who's your man in the movie?
Oh, dang. You know what? I'm actually not going to be cliche and say, what everyone else is probably thinking. Mine would be more of like an Adam Sandler, like somebody that's really funny and goofy and can kind of put up with my shit. Um,
Wow.
so
There
yeah,
you
that's
go.
probably my love interest would be Adam Sandler.
Now
But
the typical girl would probably say like the guy that plays Thor, right? That dude,
right,
or
yeah,
Ryan Reynolds or someone like that.
yeah, or that guy who plays Aquaman. He's really good looking too.
Oh yeah, that guy. What about the Adam Sandlers of the world, right? Yeah, that's right. That's what you said. So take that, the good-looking fucking guys of the world. All right.
Yeah.
Number 10 came from my 6-year. Number 10 came from my 6-year-old. If you were a superhero, what superpower would you have, and what would be your superhero name? That came from Nolan, the 6-year-old.
Okay, so my superhero power absolutely 100% would be to control and manipulate time. So I would want to freeze time, fast forward it, rewind it, manipulate time. So that's 100% what I would be. So let's see, if I had a superhero name, I haven't actually given thought to that, so that's new. But I guess I would be like uh dang, what would be it? I guess the heart clock. I don't know.
Or the Phoenix,
Yeah.
maybe.
And then I can
I
just
think there
stand there
already
and
is a
clock
Phoenix.
you.
Yeah. Larry Davis says, best answer, dad bods live on. There you go. There you go, Larry. You have some hope in your life.
Yep.
All right. Well, Britain.
That's cool.